Investing in the S&P 500 can be done through index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that track the index. Additionally, investors have the option of selecting a taxable brokerage account, a 401k, or an individual retirement account, IRA. The largest firms in the United States, measured by their market capitalization, are the ones that are tracked by the S&P 500 index. As the first market cap-weighted stock index in the United States, the S&P 500 index was introduced in 1957. It is widely regarded as the most accurate single indicator of large-cap U.S. equities ever created. A total of 500 top American corporations make up the index. About 80% of the total market capitalization in the United States is represented by the S&P 500. Through the use of the S&P 500, individuals are able to efficiently track the market activity of up to 500 different firms through the use of index investing. The ability to obtain exposure to all of those equities is made possible for investors through the use of an index fund, or exchange-traded fund, ETF, that benchmarks to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 exchange-traded funds, ETFs, provide investors with the opportunity to obtain exposure through discount brokers that offer commission-free trading. Index funds that track the S&P 500 are traded through brokers and discount brokers, and investors can also have access to these products directly from the fund firms. The use of employer-sponsored 401k plans, individual retirement accounts, IRAs, or robo-advisor platforms are additional ways for investors to have access to exchange-traded funds and mutual funds. You can use brokerage accounts like Interactive Brokers to buy the S&P 500 index ETFs and mutual funds that track the S&P 500 index, distribute dividends that are proportional to the firms that make up the index. The dividend yield of the S&P 500 index is around 1.278% as of May 2025. Putting money into an S&P 500 index fund is a good way to spread out your investments. With an ETF or mutual fund, buyers can buy a bunch of different stocks in an index, like Apple, Microsoft, or Walmart,